was thinking we're more likely to be run over by the shit lorry, which would be really ignominious.
What's on your mind? A load of shit. Which is probably not far from the truth, is it?
You're not wrong.
Well, there's lots of things on my mind, I suppose.
I feel it seething from here.
I'm trying to think what my latest annoyance is, really, apart from stutter autoir. It's pretty annoying. I'm reading about the Second World War again, and I'm thinking the Bayer chemical company, which helps make the whole gases and stuff like that, because that's the same Bayer, presumably, is still making chemicals.
Was it?
So, well,
I've got loads of pills in Bayer written on the side, like straight up.
I'm just sort of thinking to myself, you know, I wonder if it is the same sort of bunch of people, you know. And
don't touch the phone!
I didn't touch it, I was really not to.
She's gonna kill you.
Yeah, all sorts of weird thoughts like that goes in my head. Yeah. Wondering what's happening to the weather.
Yeah.
And that's some kind of weird
Global conspiracy.
Global conspiracy, exactly. Is that Michael? That's not Michael, actually.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Oh, blimey.
Chickens, fish.
I don't talk about those kind of things. I haven't got anything on my mind, actually. My mind's gone a complete blank. Probably due to the amount of whiskey I've just imbibed.
Can you remember the first thing that was like a big issue that you guys all attacked?
What, as a band?
Yeah, can you remember what the first thing was?
The biggest thing was probably the... Well, that's always a big one. The biggest one was probably the Criminal Justice Act. Because the thing is, like, with our band is like, you know, we sing, you know, we're political people, but only kind of because we have to be. Because the supposed political people in the country are so fucking useless. We don't want to be, but we find ourselves forced into that position. But the main one where the whole band went, we've got to do something about this, as opposed to just one of the band going, oh yeah, I think this, I think that, which kind of usually what happens, was when the Criminal Justice Act came out, and that because we were kind of living in squats and buses and stuff like that, and it had a direct effect on us, and then it had a direct effect on if you were going to play a gig in an open space, then people couldn't come because any more than like 3 people on the street corner was like an illegal gathering and stuff. So that was the first one that I can remember that we really kind of put all our energy into. Yeah. I mean, there's probably fucking loads of stuff before that, little things which I can't remember.
You know, like Loan the Land, you know, with Beanfield and that.
Was a
bit of a statement, but we were sort of living that life at the time anyway. So yeah, I mean, I suppose Jez is right with the polls about criminal justice and all that. Was probably when we, as a band, said, yeah, right, we're going to do that. We'll do front cover.
And kind of put the band's name behind it.
Do the marches and do the studio.
Yeah, do the whole
stuff.
The whole bit.
Directly involved with it. Yeah, I suppose so.
Did you get involved in Occupy?
No, not really.
We were quite busy with we were actually making it with the album.
We were recording our album and kind of watching it happening on the computer, you know, in Wall Street and you know all around the world, really.
The live stream,
Yeah.
Friends
and so like if on the new album there's like songs about it, you know, or it comes into songs because that was literally what was going on. Probably that's the kind of most consistent theme through the whole thing.
Helen the Hat, who runs our kids site on Beautiful Days, she was up there in London for the whole of it, I think, pretty much.
We support Occupy.
Yeah.
We did a session with Tom Morello to support it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Charlie, where's he off to?
He's a dark horse, that Charlie Ever.
Might be looking for a phone signal.
He's the fact that he's got his phone in front of him.
I didn't see that.
No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean it's funny watching Charlie following his phone up the hill. What's he doing, Tom Morello, now? The rage of not doing anything again?
Oh, he's Tom Morello, the Night Watchman, and I mean, obviously he's really, really busy with the Occupy, with his career as Night Watchman.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, he's been up for awards and stuff, obviously for the work he's been doing Occupy.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but it's interesting because musicians like yourselves who give musical voice to issues. I was wondering if it was liberating being you guys, feeling that, because these issues, they're important, aren't they? And
Yeah, it's important. It's not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it was that liberating because, you know, it's something that has to be done. But once we've sung a song about it, it doesn't necessarily make it all better straight away. So I don't think it's really liberating.
A
Other
lot of the
than
issues we were singing about 20 years ago and they haven't changed.
other than getting it off our chest for a couple of minutes. But then, it's not.
It's good fun playing.
Yeah, that's great fun.
That really, that's a different liberation.
It is great. It's great fun
really.
playing it. Yeah, and I suppose it is kind of liberating in that way, but it doesn't
nice
really
when-
matter, does it? It's
nice when
what we
things
think,
work.
as long as it fucking
You get letters from people
changes,
saying,
as long as people will kind of think about things, it doesn't really matter.
yeah,
it's good when things work, when a campaign works or, you benefit or something like that happens and there's a success in it. That's nice.
I suppose it must be liberating, otherwise we wouldn't do it. Really, I
Yeah.
suppose.
On the other hand, it's more like being in prison sometimes.
what do you think has been the most politically or socially successful thing that you guys have done, from your point of view?
Probably Beautiful Days. In some ways, just because it says a lot about us, it says a lot about festivals. It says a lot about what people can get together on their own if they want to, without any kind of sponsorship
Yeah.
and without any kind of help from the establishment, let alone the sort of hindrance from the establishment.
I think it was that Criminal Justice Act, because although we knew we wouldn't be able to change it or stop it before we started doing, talking about it, it was being sneaked in the back door and no one even knew about
Nobody
it.
noticed it. That was the major thing. Yeah,
And so, although it wasn't a great, we didn't actually change anything per se, we spread a lot of information, and that was kind of what our band is all about.
And information is power,
Indeed.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And when you guys, I don't want to force you guys into too much introspection, but when you guys are thinking about things that are nice, or like a psychological holiday for you, what kinds of things do you do and think about?
Strange enough, I quite like sort of drawing or painting and stuff.
Do you?
And I love reading. I read a lot of books.
What-
In my head, I go out into the wild. If I can't physically do it, because I live in the southeast now, I don't get climbing that much. And chopping wood, I do a hell of a lot of sawing and chainsawing and actually just chopping wood. And that's a great zen. It's a workout and it's just a focus. And I don't know, it sort of cleans me out. Some people like doing the washing up, I like chopping logs.
Remind me not to be there when he's cleaning you out.
You know, he's
Potty
mentioned,
man.
you mentioned climbing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love rock climbing.
Is that? Why is that?
I don't know. I grew up in Derbyshire and I went to boarding school and I don't particularly like being in boarding school, and I think it was one of those things that got me out of school. As you got out physically and up into the mountain. But I've always had a connection with outdoors. And I find it physically rewarding as well as emotionally rewarding. It's a great thing. I don't know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like it, It's nothing better than getting to the top of the climb and thinking,
I like
good.
the feeling of the wind
Yeah.
on my face.
Yeah.
It's like you're part of nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like all this rain, everybody's moaning about it. I don't mind it, but then I have to say it would be nice to have some sunshine. This summer. Being ginger, I tend to shy away from the sun a lot.
You're both ginger. What about you?
It's not really.
I don't. You don't get there though.
Oh, you notice.
Only just. Was that you?
How about me? Oh, what do I do?
Nice.
Just sit and watch Jeremy Kyle. That's
Talk
my
to seagulls.
Yeah, that's my day off. Sit and watch Jeremy Kyle feed the seagull. Yeah, that's it. Do as little as possible.
Can I just ask you, have you read, you might like this, have you read Dirt Music by Tim Winton? That's a recommendation for you.
No,
Dirt
I haven't.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, Dirt Music, yeah. You might like it because it's a book about music in nature.
Oh.
But it's a love story as well, but it's also, it's real. So,
Right.
13 Moons, that's a good book.
who's that
I read
by?
recently. Oh god.
I'll look it up.
There's a guy who did Cold Mountain, same author as Cold
Okay,
Mountain.
yeah.
It's great.
Oh, I
book.
think you will like the one I
30
suggested,
Moons is
yeah.
That
super-
other book we were talking about the other day, Unnatural Selection.
Oh, that's a great book.
Brilliant.
What's that?
Unnatural Selection.
Yeah, what's it
Oh,
about?
It's a story about cockroaches in a Manhattan loft,
Brilliant book.
and the cockroaches are chewing their way through all these different books. Mainly the Bible.
Well, he was born in the Bible, wasn't he?
Bible?
Well, the main one was born in the Bible, so he's called Moses. Yeah, it's just, but
Unnatural
it's
selection.
yeah. It's like Animal Farm. It's an allegory of being dispossession and stuff. It's
Social,
brilliant.
yeah, it's commentary and all that.
It's a really good book,
It is, yeah, it is a good book.
especially if you like cockroaches, which I do.
I've been asked to wrap it up.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, my phone.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. It's all right. We're gonna have to go on soon anyway.
Can I ask them one more thing?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
okay, it's
that's
short. Can I ask you guys, like, in the whole world, what's your favourite sound?
Fridge,
Which bit of it?
the bit at the back that goes. Find it very calming. I'm not bullshitting
It's
it.
a brilliant answer. Like you. You can say anything. You
Follow
can
that.
be rude.
Oh,
yeah.
that's really funny.
Sound of angels breathing on your face. That's my second.
It's
I
tricky
like
one.
music.
There's a lot of. Well, no, we're talking about music sounds. I love water. I love water sounds.
Toilet flushing.
But I love wind and I love the sound of nature.
Yeah.
Toilet flushing. There you go. It's got it all: wind, nature, water.
Oh,
What do you want?
Thank you very much indeed.